Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
It's great to be with you. It's great to be back. I'm sure as many of you know, my family and I all tested positive for COVID. It's been 2 weeks now. I took a rapid test today and was negative, and I'm feeling good. And it's great to be back with you here in the sanctuary and on YouTube and to celebrate some great music this evening. We're very pleased to have Carrie and Gloria joining us for to add to our music this evening, along with Cantor, of course, and Kevin. Be a wonderful evening of song and celebration together. So let's get started with our opening song, Hine Matov. That may be found on page 10 of the prayer book, Hine Matov.
Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad.
Our service will continue now with the blessing for the Shabbat candles on pages 2 and 3 of the prayer book. I'll invite you to rise now. I'd like to invite up Rosalie Boyarsky now for the honor of the candle blessing.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Thank you. Good job. Please be seated. Our service continues now on page 4. Vayihi erev, vayihi voker, yom ha-shishi, and there was evening, and there was morning, the 6th day.
Vayachulu, vayachulu, hashamayim, ve'haaretz v'chotzivam. Vayachulu, vayachulu, hashamayim, ve'haaretz v'chotzivam. Vayichol Elohim bayom hashvi'i, melachto asher asa. Vayishpot hayom hashvi'i, mikol melachto asher asa. ויכולו ויכולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויכולו ויכולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות ויכולו ויכולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויכולו ויכולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם.
Please rise for Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotov v'ratzavonu v'shabbat kadsho V'aval v'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maseh v'bereshit ki hu yom techilo l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tzivat mitzvayim Kivanu v'charta v'yotanu kidashta mikol amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ava uvratzon hinkatanu Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh hashabbat. Amen.
L'chaim. Please be seated. Our service continues now on page 6. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. We join together. Now, we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. Our service continues now on page 20 with Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Mikadashim שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, בשם ותפארת ותהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי ברך ומאורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה.
Please rise.
ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ושמחה. תוך אמונים סגולה, וייחלה, וייחלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Please be seated. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. Keep and remember a single command the only God caused us to hear. The eternal is one. God's name is one. Glory and praise are God's. Our service continues now with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 26.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ויעלמד יפרח ידותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה, בגלה, Bismar Koris, V'yimeru, Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabba Mevarach, Le'olam u'le'almei almaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitba'av Yitroman, V'yitnaseh, V'yitador, V'yitaleh, V'yitaleh, Shemei Dikudishah, Le'elam min kol birchata, V'shirato, Tishbichato, V'nechemata, Damiran mi'alema, V'yimeru, Amen.
We turn to page 28 as we rise for the Baruch Hu, the call to worship.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMivarach Baruch Adonai HaMivarach HaMivarach Le'olam Va'ed HaMivarach HaMivarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue on page 30 as with the Ma'ariv Aravim prayer in the Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim. Bechochma poteach sha'arim uvivuna mishane itim. Umachalif et hazmanim umsader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech vechoshech mipnei or. Uma'avir yom umevi laila. Uma'avdio ben yom uven laila. Adonai tziva'ot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid imloch alenu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Our service continues on page 33. Excuse me, page 30, yes, 33. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works in the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Now I'd like to invite Carrie and Gloria. They will be singing Mi Ha'ish. If you'd like to follow along, that's on page 71 of the prayer book, page 71.
Aish, Aish echafetz chayim, ohev yamim, lirot tov. Aish echafetz chayim, ohev
Thank you, Gloria and Carrie. Let us continue now on pages 34 and 35 with the Shema prayer. Please rise.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue on page 36 with Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibata bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shachvecha uv'kumecha u'kshatam leot al yadecha v'hayu litotafot b'nenecha u'chtavtam amezuzot beitecha u'visharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kadoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiyot lachem le'elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem.
This time, Carrie will continue with You Shall Love Your God.
You shall love your God with all your heart, with write them upon the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your God.
Our service continues now on page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Our service continues now on page 40 with Mi Chamocha.
Mi chamocha b'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar hakodesh, nora tehilot osefere, nora tehilot
Our service continues now on page 43. Let us read together at the top of the page. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. We continue on page 44 now with Vishamru.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'toratam, berit olam, berit olam. B'nei Reuven, b'nei Yisrael, otei le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim, asa Adonai et hashamayim. Ki sheshet yamim, asa Adonai et hashamayim, et haaretz, et hashamayim. Uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash Uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash.
The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign forever, for all time, between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. Our service continues now with the tefillah, beginning on page 46. Please rise.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufia gittihilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor VaHaNorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chastei Avot V'imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei B'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo B'yava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Elam Adonai, Michayeh HaKol atah Rav Loshia, Mashiv Baruch u'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chayim b'Chesed, Michayeh HaKol b'Rachamim Rabim. Somech noflim v'rofei cholim, u'matir asurim, u'mkayem emunato, lishenei afar, michamocha ba'gevorot, u'mido melech, melech memit, u'mechayeh, O Masmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lahachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Michayeh hakol. Ata kadosh v'shem hakadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom, yihalelu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. Our service continues now on page 60 with Shalom Rav, our prayer for peace.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Ki ato melech Adon, lechol HaShalom. Ki ato melech Adon, lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. V'tov be'enecha livarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. Shalom Rav על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
We turn now in the prayer book to page 253. As we prepare to offer the Misha Berach prayer now, we call to mind all those in our lives in need of healing, whether that be a healing of body, of mind, or of spirit. If there's someone in your life in need of a healing prayer and you're joining us on YouTube, please feel free to type in their name so that we may offer prayers for them. And if you are here in the sanctuary, I'll invite you to rise now and share their names with us. Misha Berach, Avotenu, Vimotenu, Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah, Hu Yavarech et Acholim. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion, for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekol Avraham Imotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mikol Avraham Avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
We turn now to page 258. Let us join together in offering the prayer for our country. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen. For the state of Israel. Sha'alu, Shalom, Yerushalayim, Yishlael, Ohavayich. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. Amen. This time in our service, we will take a few moments for our own silent prayers and reflections. Thank you, Gloria. It is the fourth Friday in October. That means it's time for anniversary blessings. So if we have any October anniversaries here in our sanctuary, you can come right up over there. And if we have any October anniversaries on YouTube, if you could please type in your names and the date of your wedding and how long you've been married so we can wish you a mazel tov. And we have a couple coming up here, Lillian and Mark Moore, and tell us when you got married. October 17th, 1993. So do a little math for me. 28 years, mazel tov to you. Congratulations, mazel tov. I'm going to now offer this blessing for our wedding anniversaries. Ani l'dodi v'dodi li. I am my beloved's and my beloved is mine. O God, eternal source of blessing, we turn to you in gratitude for the strength and courage that has preserved this couple and permitted them to reach this day. Many and varied have been their experiences since the day of their wedding. Many have been the mingled occasions of victory and defeat, of fulfillment and disappointment. In joys and trials alike, they have supported one another. May God shelter you by day, give you rest at night, and send good companions to go with you on the way. May this hour offer a happy amen to the hopes and prayers of your wedding day and the joyous years to come. And let us say together, amen. And we also, oh yes, we just have greetings up. Susan and Steve Zweig are celebrating their anniversary. Mazel tov to you. Congratulations. And happy anniversary wishes from Donna and Steve Annenson. Now, let us join together in the Shechianu prayer in honor of the wedding anniversaries.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higianu l'zman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higianu l'zman hazeh. Amen.
Mazel tov, congratulations. And now it's my pleasure to turn over now to Cantor. We're having a sermonette in song this evening entitled Our Shul is Alive with the Sound of Music. Looking forward to it.
So as Rabbi said, that is the title of our sermon and song this evening. Just as the Broadway show, The Sound of Music, was a gem of the musical theater, the selections we will be presenting this Shabbat evening are what I call gems of the Reform synagogue music repertoire, with contrasting styles. Each one is different. I want to thank Carrie, Gloria, and Kevin in advance for their contribution to our Shabbat service. And now our theme for this evening, our shul is alive with the sound of music.
Our shul is alive with the sound of music, with songs we have sung for so many years. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. My heart wants to beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake like a dove. My heart wants to shine like a tune that's sung, a heart with our love, to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way, to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to my soul when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
We begin with Erev Shel Shoshanim. Erev Shel Shoshanim means evening of lilies or evening of roses. The Hebrew word Shoshana has been identified with both flowers. It is a poetic Hebrew love song, and its melody is often used in Jewish weddings. It is well known within Israeli and Jewish music circles and known throughout the Middle East. The music is by Yosef Hadar. The lyrics are by Moshe Dor. In 1966, the Israeli folk dancing choreographer Zvi Hellman created the first folk dance based on the song. During the 60s and 70s, the song was recorded by many international singers, including Harry Belafonte. The song has been translated into Armenian, and its title is Yaris, O Rose. And the lyrics translate as follows: Evening of roses, let us go out to the grove. Myrrh, perfumes, and frankincense is the carpet under your feet. Night falls slowly, and a wind of rose blows. Let me whisper a song for you slowly, a song of love. Dawn and the dove coos. Your hair is full of dewdrops. Your lips are as roses unto the morning. I will pick them for myself. This duet will be sung by Carrie and Gloria.
Erev shel Shoshanim, נצא הפרוסה, מור בשנים ולבונה, לרגלך מבצע. שחר המעיינה, ראשך מלא טלאים, פיקר הבוקר שושנה, הקטיפינו לי. לילה יורד
We have recently finished our season of introspection, and as our Selichot prayer book states, this is also a time for turning. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. Now is the time for turning. The leaves are beginning to turn from green to red and orange. The birds are beginning to turn and are heading once more toward the south. The animals are beginning to turn to storing their food for the winter. For leaves, birds, and animals, turning comes instinctively. But for us, turning does not come so easily. It takes an act of will for us to make a turn. It means breaking with old habits. Our next selection is called L'Kol Zaman, To Everything There Is a Season, composed by Ben Steinberg. It is from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. The arrangement is in Hebrew and English. I have freely adapted some of the translation for purposes of tonight's presentation. It is a beautiful piece of music which is widely sung.
Großmann wird Gefetz, Tachat A time for birth and a time for life, a time to plant and a time to uproot the planted, a time to laugh, a time to dance, a time to sow and a time to build.
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. Would you mind doing it again? The difficult piece to sing.
Beautiful.
Our last selection is a nigun entitled Nigun Bialik by A.W. Binder. I had the pleasure of studying with his music in detail when I was a student at Hebrew Union College School of Sacred Music. He is one of the giants of Reform music composition. A nigun is a song without words. It means tune or melody. It is vocal music with repeated words such as bim bim bam, lie lie lie, yai yai yai, ai ai ai, or anything else you want to sing. A nigun is largely improvisational. A nigun can be a prayer, a joyous rhythmic piece, or a meditation. The Baal Shem Tov, the founder of Hasidism, said, nigunim, which is the plural form, are songs that transcend syllables and sound. We conclude our sermonette in song with this well-known nigun.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie.
Well, I'd like to say a very special thank you and a yasher koach to Cantor and Kevin and Gloria and Carrie for that beautiful sermonette in song with the wide diversity of Reform music. We all enjoyed it very much. We can let them hear it, everybody. We really appreciate it. Yasher koach, well done. Thank you very, very much. Now I'd like to invite up Lillian Moore, a member of our Board of Trustees, to share announcements and greetings.
Shabbat Shalom. A few reminders, a few announcements. Tomorrow's Minyan service has been canceled. It will be rescheduled another date. On Tuesday night, there's a DPEC concert. It is YouTube. It's in person, YouTube, 7:30, Tuesday night. Wednesday night is Adult Ed film series, Harmonia. Next week's service is YouTube. And coming up will be the Zoom Global Day of Jewish Learning with the rabbi and other rabbis, and also the interfaith service will be the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Want to also wish Steve and Sue and any other anniversary, happy anniversary for October. Thanks to Carrie, Gloria, Kevin, and Cantor for the beautiful music tonight. Kevin, as usual, your playing always adds something to us. Cantor, as usual, we appreciate, and of course, Rabbi, and we wish your whole family a nice recovery. We want to wish condolences to Robin Streitman and her brother Greg on the passing of their mother Arlene, and wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom.
Our service continues now with the Aleinu prayer, page 282. Please rise as we open the Ark.
Aleinu l'shabach l'adon hakol, l'tegidu l'yatzeh breshit, shelo asanu kigoyeh haratzot, velo somanu k'mishpichot ha'adama, shelo samchakenu kahem, v'gor oleinu ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Please be seated.
Shehona teshamayim v'yoser haaretz, u'moshev yikaro b'shamayim ima'al, u'shchinatu zo, megaveh meromim. Lo Eloheinu enot, emet malkeinu efes ulato, V'katov b'torato, v'yadata yom v'hashivota elevavecha. Ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim, b'shamayim mima'al, v'yol haaretz, מתחת עינות, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
We turn now to page 294 in the prayer book. As we prepare to recite the Kaddish prayer, our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we recall for Kaddish Arlene Finkelstein, mother of Robin Streitman and Greg Finkelstein. And we remember for Yahrzeit, Beverly Baum Fryman, Sandra Bichachi, William Husid, Sylvia Fabricant, Elaine Garber, Frank Goldblatt, Gertrude Goldman, Albert Goodman, Phyllis Hershey, Nettie Hertz, Fanny Kaminsky, Louis Miller, Solomon Nissen, Murray Sadowski, Edith Shepard, Nathan Blank, Samuel Brody, Melvin Etline, William Fishman, Gussie Holtzman, Joseph Irgon, Seiji Kupferman, Irving Mondry, Milton Morgenstern, Jacob Rosenbaum, Philip Schneider, Felix Schickrist, George Slater, Joseph Spector, Nathan Stark, Morris Sussman, Sadie Winter, and Shirley Yanowitz. Please rise now as we recall our loved ones and we join in reciting the Kaddish prayer. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah, v'alma divra chirute v'amlich malchute, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam ulamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudishah b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran b'yama v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. O say shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Excuse me. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen.
O say shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Once again, I'd like to thank Cantor and Kevin and Gloria and Carrie for our beautiful music. And just a note, a comment on YouTube during our service. The music is a blessing. Thank you, singers. Amen. I agree. Amen. So we are going to conclude our service now, our musical service, with the Borei Motzi, the Borei Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen.
L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Shabbat shalom.
Too much to do.
Lots of places to do that.